Well, hello again, this is Hero. We got 3 elms. I think this chapter could be called Fine-Tuning Elms. We are in the first part of March, and these are just beginning to leaf out. So what I need to do is to trim and get rid of these random growths. And get ready for our growing seasons. So I'll just go ahead and trim, because I think we've seen most of these before and you know what has to happen. So I'll just go ahead and do it. And then we'll say this is the before, and then we'll have the after when I get done. You can see that I got them all trimmed, took quite a bit off, all of them. And now let's go ahead and take a look at individual trees. One thing that all these have in common, they were all root cuttings. So this was the root part, and this is what I grew. You could still see the big scar that's there, right? And as we turn around and like that, I think this one here might be worthwhile to go into a cascade pot or something that is a little bit deeper. But I'm waiting for this to heal. And I'm gonna let this grow vigorously, and then it's actually starting to roll over, so it's making progress. I did feed it, and we'll go back in and we'll continue to make it grow. The only way you're going to get this kind of look is to use the root cutting method. Kind of interesting, right? Oops. Once again, I missed it. So, kind of a interesting style. A lot of these styles you can't do following the normal method. And the reason I could come up with these is because I started with the root cutting. This one too was a root cutting, so it started here. And a lot of times I use the root cutting to do the root over rock. So that's what this is, right? Because the root cutting is almost always successful, and when you do it that way, the roots are very flexible. So anyway, that's what this was. And while on the subject of root over rock, I've seen people do it with a nice tree and a nice rock, but it doesn't come together. And so what I try to do is, when I have a root over rock, make sure the tree is close to the rock so you get this whole vision. I've seen nice trees that was way up here and nice rock, but it doesn't have a relationship. So that's about all I could say on the root over rock. It does take time. It's a matter of luck, because you gotta have the right tree and the available rock at the same time so you could attach it together. This one is probably 3 years from the time I attached it to the rock and then exposed it. That's why it's gonna take me another couple of years to get this actually looking better. Actually, because I fed it, it might be this year that I'll get a nice, firm, well-defined branches. Okay, so this was 3 of my Chinese elms. Most of them were in pretty good shape. This one in the center probably could use a little bit more definition, but it's coming right along. So anyway, I think these you've probably seen before, and what I'm trying to do is to show you the plants in different stages. So this week, well, today is the first week of March. So this is just as the leaves are starting to come out. So what I try to do is make it short and sweet. I guess I could have shown you the steps, but we've done that many times. So I just wanted to show you sort of the before and after. So as I sign off, I'll show you one more time what we did today. And we'll say, see you again real soon in another chapter. And my new friend from Spain, thank you for your kind letter.